Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be taking a part two look at my manga collection. A couple of weeks ago, at least I think it may have been a couple of weeks ago, I did a video. Excuse me for the cough. I did a video on my manga, and essentially, I do not have the shelf space to have all my manga in one place, so I've been rotating. I did the first set, and now this is the rest of my collection. So just walk you through. We're gonna try to keep this really brief, just give you an overview of these titles, and let's get into it. So on the top, this is what I consider to be the very colorful shelf. As you see the spines, just really some cool colors that pop out to you. We're going to start first with Mason Ikoku. Mason Ikoku is a legendary series, and I'm just going to take out one volume so you can just kind of see how it looks. This is the legendary series by Rumiko Takahashi, who is the creator of so many incredible works: Inuyasha, Ranma Half, Yurisi Yatsura. I believe, yeah, Yurisi Yatsura. I mean, Mason Ikoku is one of the most acclaimed mangaka of all time, and Mason Ikoku is widely considered to be her best series. I would describe it as a slice of life series. It follows a group of tenants. They stay in I guess like a boarding, I don't know if I call it a boarding house, but it's a group of tenants that stay in let's just call it boarding house together. And the two main characters, Yusaku and Kyoku, are the love interest. So it's a really lots of comedy, but also lots of heartfelt, very romance in it. So I would describe this as slice of life, romantic comedy, but it's one of the most acclaimed works of its era, which came out in the 80s, and one of the most acclaimed manga of all time. And I got this for a steal. As you can see, I got this from all these volumes, the entire set, from my local used bookstore for $4 each. I think there were most some may have been $3, but I was thinking in my head, who on earth would sell their entire Mason Ikoku collection? So this is one of my greatest accomplishments as a collector, just having this entire series, getting it from a used bookstore for super cheap. Up next, we have Ultramaniac. Shoujo series. Don't remember a ton about this. I remember reading volume one in the library years. I mean, we're going back decades, at least early mid 2000s, and that's why I only have four volumes. Five, I think it's only a five volume series, so I didn't need the first volume, but volumes 2 through 5, pretty lighthearted fare. I believe these girls, they go to a school for magic users, I believe, or one of them may be a psychic, but it was, I liked it apparently if I bought it, so maybe go back and revisit that. Blood on the Tracks. Woo! This is one of the most terrifying stories ever. It's a story about really parental psychological abuse. It is by Shuzo Oshimi, and I started reading this around, I think, 2020, and it is such an incredible series. Very realistic artwork. These are non-anime, non-manga looking characters in here, and it's just such a gripping story. I need to resume it, but very, very well regarded series. And if you're a fan of psychological horror, this is the series for you. We have Gogo 13. Got a couple of these. Gogo 13, long story short, Gogo is a super long running series in Japan. And I can essentially describe it as James Bond without the morals. Gogo is I think his name is Duke Togo. He's an assassin, and hey, it doesn't matter what the job is, what the morals of the job are, he will get the job completed in the most violent manner possible. So, pretty much all I gotta say about that. And I only have a few volumes. This series was released. This is basically a compilation of some of his more popular stories over the years. So it's not a straight, you know, traditional. You can pretty much pick up from any of these books. It's not really in sequential order like that. So coming down here, we have Higurashi, When They Cry. Again, an extremely um, scary series, and the best way to describe this is Moe meets murder. Maybe the best way to put it. There's actually a new TV adaptation, Higurashi. I think it's called When They Cry Gao, but I watched a couple of episodes of it. But this is the story. Of course, is incomplete. I purchased these several years ago. But this is definitely kind of series you want to read on a dark night with the lights out. Flashlight. This is a very good series. Very makes you think too. Sometimes it's very interesting, just the timeline in it and everything, how they tell the story from so many different perspectives. Naruto. I'm not gonna say anything. Oh, let me take out one of the. Yeah, show you the. That's one of the. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put these back correctly like I want them to, and I need to continue because this video is getting a little longer than what I anticipated. Naruto. Don't need to mention that. One of the most popular shonen series of all time. Evangelion. This manga is based off of the legendary anime, but it is not it's an adaptation of it, told from kind of a different perspective than what you saw in the TV show. Very good, and I thought I had all 6 volumes of this. I see I only have 4 through 6, but the other 3 have to be in storage somewhere. Again, got those from at McKay, a local used bookstore, for super cheap many years ago in college. You can see on here, well, $7.50, which I'm sure these books were far more than that at that time frame if you were to get them off of Amazon or somewhere else. Prince of Tennis. I've been having a blast reading Prince of Tennis lately. Prince of Tennis, pretty popular shonen sports series. Follow if you're into haiku. It's basically it's haiku with. It doesn't have the realism of haiku, but it's about a group of boys, a tennis team, and just the adventures and growth that they experience in the game, and just learning to be a team. But I really have been enjoying going back and reading this. I think I'm up to I think I just finished volume 6 recently. Whistle, another show. Don't have a lot to say about this. It's been a long time since I read it, but again, basic shonen sports fare, more so with a soccer twist. Full Metal Alchemist. I only had a few volumes of this because I really didn't need it, since I have both the original series as well as Brotherhood. So I definitely may be giving those away at some point. But I love the metallic covers to these. That's one thing I really like about it. Really good looking book spines. And down here, Berserk, the dark fantasy masterpiece. Berserk, and I can't say enough about Berserk, one of the all-time great manga series. Incredible characters, incredible storytelling twists, just incredible work from the late Kentaro Miura. And just to show you one of these, this looks literally like, each one of these looks like a Bible. They're so thick, leather bound. Each of these collects 3 volumes of the manga, so very good, incredible series, one of the best I've ever read. And we have another one of the best I've ever read, Monster. This is to me the best work, maybe the most well-regarded work, and it's the only work I read of Naoki Urasawa. This is the omnibus, which collects a couple of volumes too in each set. And this is a story. It's incredible. It's about a doctor who essentially he uses his morals. He saves a patient's life, and that patient that he saves literally goes on to make his life a living nightmare. He saves the life of this young boy who ends up becoming a super intelligent serial killer, and it's just a cat and mouse game of wits, and it's really great, really sophisticated series too. So again, this is it. This is the rest of my manga collection, and I have a few more, but the rest are just mainly few volumes of it, nothing really important like that to me. So this is going to be the last shelf I do until I guess I get several more manga volumes. But for the time being, just hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, just really am proud of my collection. And again, I just hope you all have a great rest of the day. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you again after a while. Thanks for watching.